In the highlands of western Turkey is the ancient city of Hierapolis, above the famous terraces of Pamukkale. A unique wonder of nature that was well appreciated by those who lived here in ancient times. In summer, the water glimmers turquoise, and in winter, clouds of steam rise from the pools to produce the effect of a frozen waterfall. The reason for the origin of this bizarre landscape is the steaming hot water, rich in calcium, that flows from the higher-lying geothermal mountain springs. A remarkable sight. During the day, the streaming white chalk terraces radiate a marvelous range of color. Visitors walk barefoot in order to protect the deposits of calcium carbonate in the water. Today, it's permitted to bathe in the famous spring of the ancients, in which one can enjoy the holy water that extends between the toppled columns of a bygone age. In 190 BC, King Eumenes II of Pergamon built the city of Hierapolis, most probably as a fortress on the wide Travertine Plateau. In 133 BC, the city became ruled by Rome, and following powerful earthquakes, was rebuilt both upwards and outwards, with theatres, temples, and other splendid buildings. There was an open quarry here that produced geothermal energy, and at that time the steaming hot thermal water was being used for healing and various rituals. Under Roman rule, Hierapolis blossomed with wonderful thermal springs and fine temple areas, impressive buildings, a beautiful necropolis, and a splendid theatre. It must have been a wonderful sight. This is where the Romans came to be healed. The great necropolis of Hierapolis is the largest city of the dead in Asia Minor. An impressive area of tranquility just outside the city. Here there are artistically decorated grave temples, with stone sarcophaguses adorned with statuesque carvings, as well as more modest gravestones. Extending over a large area are thousands of grave houses and sarcophaguses that date back to Roman occupation, as well as a number of Hellenic mausoleums. The city was inhabited by a population of around 100,000. It was named after Hiera, consort to Telephos, legendary founder of the city of Pergamon. Hierapolis also means holy city. It was the center of the Kybele cult, that venerated Great Mother Earth. The buildings that exist now within the ruins probably date back to the time of Nero, following a devastating earthquake in 60 AD. In 129 AD, Emperor Hadrian visited the city, followed by Emperor Caracalla in 215 AD, and in 370, Emperor Valens. Flowing water in covered channels was quite common in the ancient world, and thermal water was much sought after due to its healing qualities. The arcade streets were about 1,200 meters long and were consecrated by the Roman Emperor in 85 AD. However, Hierapolis was not only a spa, but also the center of various commercial enterprises that contributed to the wealth of the city. So a wool industry originated due to the precious characteristics of the thermal water that made the dyeing of sheep's wool permanent. Carpet weaving and the export of marble also added to the city's prosperity. This city and the surrounding region have a long history. First, the Greeks journeyed into Anatolia's hinterland. Later, the Romans, who established the province of Asia. Early Christianity was introduced here by the Apostle Philip, who came here on foot. Although legend has it that Philip died a martyr's death here in 80 AD, pagan belief and its world of many gods was deep-rooted among the people. Later, Hierapolis was referred to as a seat of bishops. The Crusaders came here, and also the Mongol hordes, followed by the powerful earthquake. The ancient fossilized waterfalls and terraced pools have transformed Pamukkale into a fantastic scene. Together with the ruined monuments of both Hellenic and Roman times, Hierapolis can be regarded as the health resort of the ancients, notwithstanding those who have come here during the past 3,000 years.